Now to start off with our dragon eye, we want to begin right here in the middle. You want to begin by just drawing a line that's going to curve up and it's going to come down at an angle slightly. Next you're going to draw a line that's going to go down and then it's going to curve up like this. Inside of here is where you want to draw the actual eyeball. So to do this, I'm going to draw a line that's going to come down and then it's just going to curl up like this. And you can always go and add like a little extra line on each side of here as well. Now for the pupil, there's lots of different ways that you can draw the pupil. You can make it round, you can make it skinny, you can make a little bit of detail on it, however you want to. I'm just going to make mine nice and skinny. So I'm going to go down and then when I come up just a little bit, and I want to draw kind of like a half circle shape in here and then bring it right up to here. Then I just want to color this part in really quickly. Now, the trick is to add lots of lines and different shapes around here to create different types of texture. So one of the things that I like to do is I'm just going to start by just making a little line that curls around, and I'm going to bring it right around to here and then connect it. Then I'm going to do the same thing down here. Just draw a line that's just going to go down and then come up to here. I'm going to repeat this a couple times just to give myself a few lines for some texture in here. Now, once you have something like this, then what you want to do is you want to start adding some different like scale patterns around here. Now, you can always go and make some like big lines like this, make them really tall to kind of help you, or what you can do is you can just kind of create your own. So something that I like to do is just to make some different little random shapes. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of start these at the end and then keep drawing it. This gives it a little bit more of like a textured look. And you can make these kind of change sizes, make them get big and then small. Lots of different things you can do just to kind of make it unique and make it your own. So watch, you just kind of make these little curved lines, and then I always start at the end, and I always start down a little bit farther. And I'm just going to kind of bring these all the way around just to create a little bit of texture on here. Now you can always kind of continue adding those different things around here. And I might go and start making some more of these in between. I'm actually going to start making some of these a little bit bigger as I come around here. And I'm also going to do kind of that same thing down here as well. I'm just going to kind of make these a little bit bigger as they come around. I'm doing that same thing, just kind of making a shape and then starting a little bit lower and then bringing it around. And then you can just kind of fill up your whole paper with different shapes like this. You can always go to, if you don't want to keep doing those shapes, you can always add some extra little lines around here. And then you can draw a line that goes around, and then you can always add some extra little shapes and details in here as well. This is another way to add some different little textures and details into your little dragon eye drawing. So these are just some fun kind of different things that you can try to just kind of help yourself come up with some different ideas. Now you're also going to want to make your textures go off the paper because this is just like a close-up of the dragon eye. So you can just have your details go right off there. And then feel free to try adding in some other shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of fill up this whole dragon eye real quick. Now, once you're done with this, you can always come in here and you can add some extra little lines and shapes around some different areas just to create some more detail. You don't have to do this, but this is just a way to create a little bit more detail, try some different things on here, just to make this look a little bit more realistic and just to add some nice little texture on here. So I'm just going to take this all the way to the end. Now, you can always go and kind of trace right around here or draw some little lines right around the eye, maybe a couple more for some extra detail. I'm also going to add some little lines along the sides here. Now, our next step is, once you're all done with this, is to begin the coloring part of your dragon eye. Now the final step is to color this. Now when you color your dragon eye, you want to think of some different ways that you can really make it pop out and look really cool. Now you want to think about some different color patterns you can use. So maybe sticking with a few different colors for the scales. So I think I might go with some like yellows and oranges and maybe some reds for the outsides of the scale here. Maybe I'll go with something different for the inside of the eye. Now the trick is when you color these, you want to start off with a color, like I'll go with some yellow. You want to start off with a color, and then you want to get a little bit darker with the next color. And when you do that, you're just going to kind of color in right around the edge of here, like one side. And that'll just kind of create a little bit of a shadow effect onto there. And it'll make it just kind of pop out and look very realistic. So you want to try to do this with your coloring. Now, if you don't have like a darker shade of yellow like I do, you could always use a dark orange or, an orange color, or a little bit of red, things like that. Something like that just to make it kind of stand out a little bit better. And you don't have to just use yellow. You can use lots and lots of different colors on here. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start coloring my dragon eye using some different colors and just seeing what I can come up with. And there you go, there is your dragon eye all colored. You can see that I came in here with some yellows and oranges and then just did some darker ones right around there. I went with like some dark reds on the inside of the eye. And I made these little spikes just like with a little bit of light gray on there. You could always make them really pop out too by adding a little bit of white with your colored pencil or something on here just to kind of add some highlights, but that's totally up to you. But there you go. Thanks for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed.